morning, everybody, and welcome to 1 Million Cups El Paso. Who's here for the first time? Awesome, welcome. I'd like to we always start off with our organizers. If they were up here, they're wandering around in the back. We have Esther Lopez, following directions.
Good morning, everybody.
We have Michelle Blakely and Serena Harper. Nancy Lowry, floating around in the back. Nicole is in here running our audiovisual. And I'm Ernesto Gamboa, and again, welcome. Thank you for coming to 1 Million Cups El Paso. What is 1 Million Cups? It was started by the Kauffman Foundation for the purpose of entrepreneurial networking, education, and as an entrepreneurial showcase. Every week, we bring in 2 entrepreneurs to tell us their story, how they got started, their trials, their tribulations, their successes. And then you all get 15 minutes to ask them questions. And that's the real value add for entrepreneurs. You get to challenge their assumptions, give them great feedback, ideas. Every entrepreneur that's presented said, man, I've gotten such great feedback and ideas from the audience. So don't be afraid to get in the weeds with them and give them that feedback. I'd like to do a shout out to our sponsors. Our delicious coffee is by 210 Coffee Roasters back in the back. They also have 3 locations around town, so please do support them. Their coffee is awesome. I pick it up in my truck, and my truck smells amazing for like 2 days. So, right now we're having a Brazilian bourbon. Unfortunately, I don't think there's actually any bourbon in it, else I'd be drinking even more. But and then so you can see their coffee there in the back. Our venue sponsor is the Hub of Human Innovation, where we are right now. What is the Hub? We are a business and technology incubator. We're supported by the city of El Paso and various private donors for the purpose of economic development through helping entrepreneurs get started and grow their business. So if you're working on a business idea, a product, or just growing your business, come and talk to us. We can help. We're very, very affordable. I'm biased, of course, but I think we're the best deal in town because we're supported by the city. So if you fit into those categories or know somebody who does, please come talk to us. Please do check in and follow us, both the Hub and 1 Million Cups. You can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. You can also download the 1 Million Cups app and check in there, please. And also, you can provide feedback to our presenters through the mobile app. Parking announcement. If you park in front of the building in the angled parking, make sure you're backed in. The city of El Paso will come and leave you a nice note if you're not. Also, if you're in the half, in those parkings in front of the buildings, if you're in the half closest to the Durango Street, then you only have an hour, so please do watch it carefully. If you're on the side closest to the Paisano curve, you should be fine. All of these presentations are uploaded to our YouTube channel, so you can go check them out as well. And with that, if there aren't any other quick announcements, I'll go ahead and introduce our first presenter, TKFit. Did I get it right? Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry, Car Buddyz. See, Car Buddyz. TKFit's next. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything on fitness.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So we are Car Buddyz. A lot of you guys know us as eDealer Direct, but Car Buddyz actually is the baby of what eventually came into why we did eDealer. So we're going to go over Car Buddyz this morning. There it is. Okay, so Car Buddyz. Why we created Car Buddyz. There's 4 big things. There's a lot of sources out there that we can get all this information, but these are typically the 4 things in relation to buying a vehicle, whether it's a new or a pre-owned. Most people hate to negotiate. It takes too long to buy a car. The car deal is just insane. Fear of getting a bad deal, and then typically you don't get enough money for your trade-in. So that is why we decided, hey look, we have 50 years of combined experience in the automotive industry. We know everything, we've done everything in the automotive industry, we know the ins and the outs. How can we provide a better service? Because the auto industry really hasn't changed in the last 30, 40 years. It's the same old deal. You go in, you try to buy a car, they present you these super high payments and they try to work it down, you negotiate, and it's all this back and forth. Nothing else like that really exists when you go out and buy stuff. You can go to Amazon now and buy stuff immediately. There's all these things that you can do online, instant, once you do your research. So we need to change that in the car industry. So we are founded on the premise of saving you time and money on the purchase of your new or pre-owned vehicle, giving you the most money for your trade by, like I said, our 50 years of being in the industry. So 4 reasons that people hate buying a car, and you guys can probably really identify with this. Long and bumpy road to purchase. Typically, most people, like the bottom statement here says that most people spend more than 10 hours, not on one sit down, but you may do it over months. Typically, it takes 4 months for you to do research on a car before you go buy your next car. So that equates to about 10 hours of doing research on the car before you even contact the store. So at that time, you found a car, you contact the store. You may do it through email, you may call, you may physically walk into the store. And then at that time, you will come to face with a wonderful salesperson, which we all know. The skinny on that. So not so customer-centric pricing strategy and a lack of trust. And that really goes to the salesperson. A lot of people feel like, and I'm not trying to downgrade every salesperson because that's the way we started, right? But a lot of people walk into a dealership and they don't feel comfortable with that person. Either you don't vibe with that person, you know, just something doesn't mesh, or they're trying to sell you what they want and really not what you want. And that's a lot of it. A lot of times you want to go in looking for a white Honda Accord Sport Edition. They have a red 2-door Sport. That's not what you wanted. You just spent 4 months looking for this car, now they're trying to sell you something else. So right away there's the disconnect. There's the trust factor. They're trying to sell you something, they're really not listening to your needs, that kind of deal. A fractured and awkward relationship with dealers. Like I said, dealers really haven't changed. They've brought a lot of technology into the vehicles, but when it comes to the car buying process, it hasn't changed in forever. And you guys know this, I don't know recently if you've bought a car, but it's the same as if you bought a car really 10 years ago. The only thing that's changed is, you know, the cars, how they function, how they look. An incentive system that rewards wrong behaviors. What I mean by that, let's say you go buy a car, typically a new car. What the dealer is really looking for is great customer satisfaction scores. So what they'll tell you is, hey, if you fill out my survey, come back and I'll give you a full tank of gas, or I'll give you tinted windows, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. So that's not a true indicator of how the consumer feels. That's why all these other things are out there. Because the consumer obviously is going to go in, they're going to get their free stuff. Here's your great survey, yes, you were wonderful. But when you leave, it's like, God, I really hated that guy, and I'll never refer my friends or family to that person ever again. But I got my free stuff, so it worked. So it's not a true indicator. So according to Ward's Auto, there's a lot of things out there, Kelly Blue Book, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, the average car buyer spends more than 10 hours doing research. When they're ready to buy, most people know what they want to purchase before they step into a dealership. And the thing that when we talk to our customers, because we've been in the business a long time, so we continue to get a lot of referrals calling, hey, I'm looking for this kind of car. Hey, what do you think I should do here? You know, who has the best rebates? Who has this? Who's this? Blah, blah, blah. The process of actually negotiating. We talk to so many, but we talk to people in here. When you go in, you guys know exactly what car you want, you know the price, and yet they still want to do the negotiation. And it's like, no, just, I know you have this car, here's the price, just sell me the car. You know? Even if the dealership makes a 0 profit, they still make money. There's still holdback, there's still incentives from the factory. And the cool thing is that we know that. So when you contact us, it's pretty easy to do this. You just contact us, you go to our webpage, you fill out either one of the forms, whether you need help buying the car, whether it's a new or pre-owned, you put the information, we get it, and then we contact you and find out what you're looking for. So typically what we want you to do is go look for the car. Let's say you found that Honda Accord, you tell us, hey, I already saw it, I like it, you know, we want to get a better deal. So we will contact that dealer, we will immediately get you, oops. We will immediately work on the price for you, and typically within 24 hours, we can contact you back with the absolute best price. We know all these dealers, we know owners, we know everybody that we need to, we know their incentives, we know what stuff is going on, so we will get you the absolute best price. And the funny thing is that as much as dealers go out and, you know, hammer on you guys as a public to try to, you know, make income, which is not a bad thing, but there's got to be some fairness to it. The instant that we call them, they immediately hand us invoice, here's our rebate, here's this, here's this. These guys want to sell a car. They want to sell a car. So we can get you the absolute lowest price. We'll get you a certificate, which is there, which will have you the guaranteed price and then have the dealer contact, so that when you go into the dealer, you know you're going to see that person. So there is no, you've already found the car, you've got the price, you're seeing this person, they know you're coming in. It's a quick process. Just look the car over, make sure it's good, and then immediately you can go in to finance, or if you've got your financing set up on that. So that's pretty much how it works. Now on the other side, we'll buy your car. If you have a trade, typically your dealers, because they're in the retail business, are going to give you less money for the trade. There's reconditioning involved, plus they got to put it out on the lot, and they want to make a certain amount of profit. So obviously they're going to back into what they give you. So as much as they may come out and show you all the guides and all that kind of stuff, they're guides, this is fair market value, those are the things you're going to hear, they're not going to give you the true value of what your car is, because they have to sell it. Where we come in, which is where our e-dealer part is we take that car, we have a network of over 100 dealers, we just flip that car. We're not in the retail business. You know, if I make a couple $100 so I can help you get more money for your car, that's what we're doing. And we've done a lot of this. And this is actually what helped us kind of get to the e-dealer part. So we can help you on that end. And then at the end, I mean, that's pretty much all we have. So if you guys have any questions on any process or anything.
Questions?
Yes.
So do you have like your own lot to store cars at, or?
We do not. We're not a retail operation. So if you have a trade-in, we would just go to you, or you can, we have a brick and mortar office. You can bring us the car, we'll do the pictures, we send it out, we get the bids, and we just come back and tell you, hey, this is what we can give you for the car. So I'll give you a perfect example. Oscar, one of the co-founders, he's got a family friend, yesterday went to a Chevy dealership on the east side of town. What year was the car Expedition, Oscar? What year was the Expedition? 2007 Expedition, clean, 50,000 miles. That dealership gave me $1,500. We sent it out yesterday, we got $6,000 for it. That's a huge increase. Now I'm all for guys making money. I mean, because we're all in business, we all need to make money, but it's kind of ridiculous, really. It's insulting. So, in the back, yes, sir.
I'm just, great presentation.
Thank you.
This business boils down to a brokerage operation, right?
You're right, yes.
Tell me, generally, what can you expect to make for your company is it a fee of 1% of whatever, or what?
In the state of Texas, we cannot charge you a fee, the consumer. So, for
You
you
just charge
guys,
a commission, is that the way it works?
no, what we do is we charge the dealer. So, I'm
So you
taking
get
the dealer a modified
You get a
deal.
referral fee
I get a referral
from
fee
the dealer that I got it.
That's right. So, to you, the consumer, there's absolutely no cost.
I got it.
So, we do this free of charge, really. Yes, ma'am.
Usually, how long does it take to you sell cars or customer buys?
You know, it really depends on, most of the people that contact us, probably 80% of them have already identified the kind of car that they want. Like they'll call us and say, hey, you know, like in this case, he was looking for a Chevy Silverado. You know, this is the specs, this is what I want. Because most people have done a lot of research, so they know what they want. And we'll tell them, hey, can you be a little flexible on color? Because sometimes the dealers don't have the exact color, you know. So once we get the information, then we contact, and we don't contact just one, we have all the dealers competing. So we'll call them and call them out and say, hey, we got this deal better over here. Can you beat it, yes or no? No, it'll be yes, just can you beat it? So we ultimately will get you the best price on it. So that typically happens really fast. Like we say 24 hours, we can have you the price. Yes, gotcha.
How many dealers do you have signed on to this right now?
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, we don't have anybody signed up as far as sign up. What we do is, we don't want to be affiliated with one dealership.
Right.
So we run our horizons, we look for whoever gives us the best deal. We had an instance where a customer was buying an Audi. We had to go to Phoenix to get the best price.
Yeah.
Right.
We had contacts over there.
So your certificate is good even, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because we've got connections in Dallas, we've got connections in Phoenix. That incident, that customer saved $6,000 on the Audi, And I think we got them 1,500 more for the trade. Yeah, so is that worth a drive to Phoenix?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What's your percentage from when, as far as like, from when you get somebody to get, like gets a certificate from you to when they finalize the deal? I know that you're not guaranteed financing because that's not what you do.
Right.
That's up to them. You know, if they qualify, then, you know, just off that.
We typically have that conversation with them up front. Once you submit the form, we tell, hey, have you been pre-approved somewhere? You know, I mean, we're in the business. We know the better way to do it. There are some great incentives through the manufacturers, but if you can maybe go through a local credit union, you know, so you can kind of just save time and money, it's typically better.
And how long have you been with the company? Well, I mean, with this, like the working
Car Buddyz has probably
operating
been same amount, that's about 8 months or so.
8 months?
Yes, Paul?
You changed the name, maybe I missed this, but what was the reason why you're not
No,
using
this is something totally different than e-dealer.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so the reason e-dealer kind of came up was because of the trades.
Oh,
So when we get the trades, we're not a retail, and we never want to be in retail because we were in that for a long time, we don't want to do it. So that's why e-dealer kind of came about, and obviously we worked at the auction, so we kind of meshed those two together. So it's a great source for Car Buddyz. If somebody has a trade, that we can utilize e-dealer to get maximize this one.
Honestly, it was a great presentation because I felt like I just relived every negative experience.
Thank you.
But so say I wanted to sell a car through you guys, do you take the car to the dealership or we have to do that?
Sell a car?
Yeah.
No, we would never take it. As a matter, I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but we would almost rather you take it to the dealership first, so you
Get their quote.
get their crazy quote, so that you can see the value that we would bring to you. And I know I gave you a couple of examples, but even if it was $1,500, $1,500 is $1,500. That's $30, $40 typically on payment, you know, that you would finance. So we never take it to the dealer. You bring it to us, we take the pictures, and then we contact our dealer group.
Okay. and
So
then
they
we
would
take
never
it
know.
and turn it in. And
Yeah.
then I would take it and turn it in.
No, we would buy it directly from
Okay.
you. We
I
would
think
just buy
that's
it
the
from
question
you.
is,
Yeah.
so once, if we trust in your business and we
Right.
say, we just want you to handle it, we just say, take this car, sell it for us.
Right, so even if you had a payoff, you know, we'll work with you on that. What's your payoff? We're gonna pay that amount, you know, if there's an overage, you're gonna have to finance that part of it. So we'll guide you through all of that, but we buy it directly from you, we take care of that, so. Yes, sir.
I've got to presume that this meeting and this group is, they would be looking for a financial partner. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay, well, you know, I mean, you know, there's nothing important as money unless it's air and water, you know. But
That's right.
What I was wondering is, in your presentation, if you have put together one, what are you looking for, or do you not tell us here? Are you looking for a partner that you can buy out later? Do you have numbers that put together that we need to launch this for X thousand dollars to
Yeah,
power or that?
To answer your question, most of our stuff has been on the e-dealer business.
Got it.
I think we kind of attest to that, because that business has exploded. This one is there's a lot, because it is dealing with the public, there's a lot of marketing behind it. So the money would really be to get it out to the public,
Sure,
in the face
sure.
of the public, so that we can get people to us.
Anyway, and presuming it
Right.
succeeds, then how does the silent partner who doesn't know a doggone thing about car business, but he knows a lot about money,
Right.
how do you reward him for taking the chance if there was a chance?
Right, I think the bigger picture of this is being able to have a product that we could take to the dealer that they would pay a monthly service, almost like a True Car.
Okay.
The problem with True Car and USAA and Costco and those kind of things is that the dealer still sets the price. So, because we were all part of that. So let's say Sam's Buying Club, Costco comes in and says, hey, we have this great program. Here's all your models. Tell us what you'll sell this price for. So the dealer is still, you know,
Okay.
hey, we're going to do $1,000 over. We're going to do this, or, you know, depending on the make, model, of the car. The reality is they'll take a lower deal.
And they still will try to sell you what they want.
Exactly.
So I got a car that's been there 700 days. And there's 2 blue ones, exactly alike, and this one's been here, you want the one with 6 miles, not the one with 500 miles for the test road. They'll tell you you can do it on this one, not on this one. They still try to dictate what you do through the Costco program and through the Sam's program or USA or whatever.
So we feel if we can take in a bona fide lead that already has the products that, plus we can come in and say, hey, we've given them more for the trade. Take the trade in, we'll buy the trade directly from you, the dealer, so that everything gets consummated together. That's kind of what we want to get real value in it, and then be able to pay the dealership a monthly fee so that we have leads. Because at the end of the day, I mean, these dealerships spend, there's dealerships in town that spend over $100,000 in advertising just to get you in the door.
A month
They'll
or a
pay
year?
a month.
Monthly.
A month.
And something else we're working on, since Victor touched on that, we don't charge the customer.
That's right.
And Greg brought it up, and we do have it up here, is we're looking to, instead of where we can't charge you, but we want the public for the service to make a little donation to one of our charities in El Paso, to, whether it's $10, $20, whatever they think it's good for the service that we provided, to donate a small amount to one of our charities in El Paso. So we're working on the website to put a link to partner with them so that you guys can go directly and send $25, whatever the case is.
So, just to follow up on the question that she asked, I have a vehicle, I want you to sell it for me. What do you guys gain from selling my vehicle? If let's say I owe $1,000, or I might get $500 for it, what did you guys gain from spending your time?
We'll make a profit on it. I mean, obviously, we're going to make a profit, but we're not in the retail business, so we want to turn it immediately. So if we make $250 on it, I think you as a consumer would think that that's value because I've given you $1,000 more than what the dealership did.
Okay, so you're just buying the car assuming that you're going to do is sell it.
Oh yeah, we'll sell it.
Usually we have it sold before we buy it.
Before we buy it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you already know what the seller's potentially going to make, and you already know what you have to get to cover your costs.
Correct.
In that form, we would go visit you, or you can visit us at the office, and we would look at the car, make sure that when we look at it, we declare everything that has wrong with it to the buyer, so that they don't have a surprise when they get it. So we've done over 200 cars in the past 3 months, and none of them have been returned. So we disclose broken windshield, tail light, whatever, scratch.
So what are your backgrounds that got you into this?
So we're all from the automotive industry. I've had a little over 20 years. These guys are pushing right at 20. Greg has done, we were all in the dealership capacity, and then we woke up and got smart and got out of it. No, it was a great business. It is a great business. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of hours. So for us, as you grow older and you have families, there are things that are more important. So Greg migrated out, got into the finance part of it. So he was a bank rep for a huge company for many, many years. First, I don't know if anybody's military, but the military financing was really huge here. So Greg headed that up for many years, and they kind of sold out into it. Oscar's been on the retail side. Crazy enough, we've all worked together, but not like all together. But Oscar's been in the automotive industry, been a general manager, ran dealerships, and then same with me, done that, went to Dallas, came back, and then I got into the auction business, and then that's when I pulled him out and said there's a better way. So we've seen really everything that there really is in the auto industry.
And I think it all kind of started with me, right? Because I was a bank rep. I was a bank rep for about 6 years, and Victor was still at the dealerships, and he'd see me, out and about. I'd play, hey man, let's go to lunch. I can't leave. Because when you're at the dealership, it's guaranteed that you're going to be there 12 to 14 hours a day. Well, let's say 10 to 14 hours a day. But you're there, and when you do 10 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, you're easily in 60 to 80 hours a week. So I would come see this guy, just visit me, like, what are you doing? Then I could just, go, and I had kind of this freedom and everything. And he was just like, what's what's happening? So I think the first thing you did when you got out was got a bank.
I did, yeah. It was a startup company, and unfortunately it didn't last very long, but it gave me a taste and I was done. I never went back, so.
And I think we've all, and we've all had that entrepreneurial spirit, right? And we've all wanted to do something. We've all wanted to do something like, hey, we need to get out, we need to get a business. And that was always over lunch. We'd always meet up for lunch, and we'd talk about what we wanted to do, talk about what we wanted to do, and then finally I was like, you know what, let's just do it. And what I can tell anybody is just execute, execute, execute. Don't worry about your business plan. Don't worry about the additional schooling, education, funds, whatever, just do it. Just do it, make the sacrifice and just do it. That's what I can tell anybody.
Not everybody agrees with don't worry about your business plan, I'm just saying.
Okay, what I'm saying is that, and let me elaborate on that. What I'm saying about the business plan, sometimes we get hung up, right? We get hung up in trying to get that business plan together, that executive summary, this, that, and the other, and that can take, 5, 6, 8 months, or, whatever it takes, that can take time that you're not doing business. And that's basically all I'm saying. What has happened with us, a lot of the things, we just kind of said, okay, let's do it. And the business plan and all those things kind of came together as we were already in business. As we already had our direction and our focus on what we wanted to do.
That I agree with, yes. One more question and then...
This is a testimonial in my experience, and I know these two individuals right here. As a veteran, I strongly recommend that you deal with another veteran. Greg, I've known him for a few years. I've done business with him. I really think he's out for your best interests or your friends and family. The other gentleman, I worked with him and for him also, and he knows also the ins and outs of it. So I strongly recommend that at least try their services for those that want to save time and those that want to save a little bit of anguish. Give it a shot. I don't know the other gentleman. I strongly recommend.
Hey, thanks, Mick. Carbuddyz.com. I can see it up there. Carbuddyz.com.
And on that note, the final question is always, what can we as a community do to help Car Buddies?
Like us on Facebook and tell all your friends and family. Well, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. I didn't need that. Somebody has to take a picture with me. Who wants to do the great face?
Don't be shy.
I did the last one.
Yeah, you know what? You did?
Yeah.
Oscar, have you done one yet?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, one of y'all. All right, thank you. Now we have some time for some community announcements. First, we always like to open it up. Does anybody in the community have any announcements? Anything? Yes, ma'am, Eileen.
So I'm Eileen with Buddyz HR, and I'm holding a little networking event this coming Friday night. It's
Nice and loud.
Can you hear me in the back? Martin. Okay, so Eileen with Buddyz HR, and I'm holding a networking event this coming Friday. Entrance fee is $25, but it's open bar from 7 to 10. It's just more professionals, something like this, getting to know each other and sharing good stories, making new connections.
Where?
Oh, it's at, I have a business card, you want to see me afterwards, so that you can email me and I'll send you the link. It's here downtown at the 1-to-1 venue on the corner of Oregon and Franklin, second floor. It's a great little venue. If you haven't been there, it's a shared office space, really great, great location. So please see me, I'll give you my business card and we can be in touch.
Open bar. That's the part I heard. Open bar.
Open bar, wine, beer, liquor, 7 to 10.
Oh, great. And I think she said open bar too. So, any other announcements? Anybody looking to hire? Yes, Tom.
Morning, everybody. Tom Handy. I held pretty much free events on cryptocurrency, how to invest in it, with your experience or inexperience. I do 2 events weekly. Monday over at Famous Dave's during lunchtime, 11:30. And then on the west side, Thursday at 11:30 as well at Forma Pizza. So if you want to come out and listen to it, I also have Facebook events. It's on there. You can look on the Facebook calendar, as well as meetup.com as well. I listen on both areas. Feel free to ask me any questions, and it's very informal. You know, I'm not going to pitch anything. Just come listen to what we're talking about, and then just either find out more about it, or just, whether you're an experienced investor or not, just come find out more about it. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Announcements? Looking to hire somebody? Looking to raise money? Announcing you all raise money? No? Going once? Going twice? Okay, our announcements then. The county and city of El Paso have extended the applications for businesses to join them at the South by Southwest Trade Show. The application had been last week, but now it's extended until January 12th. The interviews, if you're selected, will be January 18th. The South by Southwest Trade Show in Austin is a huge trade show. This is an amazing opportunity to go, and they cover most, if not all, of your costs. I don't think they cover the transportation, but you get to be there and have a booth and exhibit. So if you have any interest, please come talk to us. The Hub, we're having our kickoff afternoon seminar, New Year, New Sales, useful tips from experts on how to jumpstart your sales in the new year. That is January the 17th, I'm pretty sure it's a Wednesday, a week from today, from 5 to 6:30 p.m. right here. Next, we have our Patent and Trademark Seminar. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, in association with the SBA and the SBDC, will have you an ability to come in and talk to experts on how to do patents, trademarks, things like that. There is a small cost. We're having 8 experts fly in from out of town, folks, and we need more people to sign up. In fact, if we only had a few people, if we don't get enough, we're going to have to cancel this event. So if you have any thought or interest, and we're thinking, oh, that's El Paso, right? I'll register mañana, whatever. Please do it, because again, we are looking at possibly having to cancel it. That would be terrible. Anyway, that would be Thursday, January 18th, if it still happens, at 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Next, the Hub legal office hours for January will be January 25th. The application form has to be the week before. Again, you get 25 minutes free to talk to an attorney. We meet right here in one of our conference room or offices, so it's a great program. If you have any interest, come talk to us. Next, the Texas Governor Economic Development and Tourism Office. They are having their Texas Export Initiatives. It's an amazing initiative. If you have any interest or are currently doing exporting, they'll take you to Germany, they'll take you to Houston, they'll take you to different parts and connect you with partners in other countries wherever you want to export. So please, if you have any interest in exporting or currently doing it, come talk to us about that. The Greater El Paso Chamber of Commerce, they're having BizTank, Women in Business Conference 2018. Similar to Shark Tank, BizTank will have business owners present their business idea to a local panel of judges. This will be Friday, March 23rd at the Marriott Hotel by the airport. If you have any interest, please let us know. We'll connect you with the right folks. This is more BizTank. Breakfast with Friends every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. at Carnitas Querétaro on the east side. Free business networking with friends. Downtown Insider, go to El Paso Downtown Insider. You'll learn of all the events that are happening here in downtown. And lastly, if you didn't catch all those events, we have a place called Startup Digest El Paso. It's Startup Digest, and then you have to find El Paso, and there you can sign up and get the newsletter, learn of all the events that are happening in the community, and also post your events. Tom, are all your events there? Okay, so Startup Digest El Paso, please do that. With that, please do sign in. If you didn't sign in when you got here, please do sign in before you leave on the way out. And with that, now I'll bring up TKFit. And you have to kind of angle it towards the yeah, no, if you kind of stand right here, and you kind of go like this, it'll work.
Okay.
There you go.
Can I get a picture first, or it didn't happen, right? All right. Thanks all you entrepreneurs for joining me today and let me speak to you guys. My heart really goes out to you guys. You know, I'm one of you. If you guys decided to turn in a 40-hour work week, a guaranteed paycheck, to be in business for yourself for 80 to 100 hours a week, and not a guaranteed paycheck, maybe not even a paycheck at all. So I love you guys. TKFit, like they said, All right. You guys wanted to hear a little bit about how I started my journey and how I got to here. I started in my garage training people, you know, just like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, but I don't know a lot about technology while I'm like trying to figure this out. And so, but I started just training with people there in my garage, and it goes all the way back. My journey goes back to when I was 8 years old. My mother, she tried every single thing that she could to lose weight. She tried, you know, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, everything. And I just remember her coming out, Weight Watchers, crying and saying, no matter what I do, I can't get the scale down. It just won't drop down. And hey, what can you do? And you can't, I didn't have the words to say. I didn't have, you know, the knowledge of how to do it, but you want to help your mom. And, you know, I just could tell she just wasn't comfortable in her own skin. You know, we'd go play in the pool or whatnot, or to the beach, and, you know, she would just, you know, sit and read or whatnot. And it hurt me, it broke my heart. So I wanted to help as many people as I could. But if you're overweight, if you're out of shape, your children have a 55% chance of following in your footsteps. And I actually fell in the footsteps of myself and became overweight. And I had to learn how to get the weight off myself to help other people. And I wanted to help other moms. They didn't have to feel like how my mom felt or how I felt. And comes the birth of TKFit. We grew so big that we couldn't stay in the garage anymore. And now we have 2 locations, east and west. And we have thousands of transformations. We're famous for our 6 weeks where you lose 20 pounds or more. Our record right now is losing 45 pounds in 6 weeks of fat. We build lean tone muscle and just shred the fat in 6 weeks. We do. These are all El Paso people, and this is a small fraction of the thousands and thousands of people who have successfully completed this challenge. Our unstoppable fitness fat loss formula, what we do, 30-minute sessions, twice the results, half the amount of time, just enough cardio to burn fat, just enough strength resistance to build lean tone muscle, and then a good nutritional meal plan to, you know, you can't go and just be eating junk. You eat what, you know, got you fat, you're gonna stay fat. You gotta change the way you eat. But we actually educate you, we motivate you, we support you, and we hold you accountable through every step when you come in. We recommend at least 4 days a week. We're open 6 days a week. But with 4 days a week, that's only 30 minutes. You get twice the results, half the amount of time, so 2 hours. You have 268 hours in the week. You still have 266 to do whatever you want. Perfect for you entrepreneurs that, you know, are so busy into your jobs and your businesses. You know, parents, family, you can get in there and get out. This is Jennifer, my other half, by the way. She was also 201 pounds, lost 80 pounds in less than 6 months. And she was supposed to be here with our little baby. And one of our biggest challenges is you know, having good trainers. You know, every entrepreneur I talk to, it's your employees, right? That's like the hardest challenge that you guys got. You guys wanted to know about that. So one of our trainers got sick. That's where she's at right now, training the people. A lot of training that you guys have probably done before: spin classes, Zumba, cardio, kickboxing, CrossFit. You're burning fat, and these, you know, 30 minutes to 2 hours of steady state yellow zone. But at TKFit, we jack up your metabolism so high in 30 minutes that you get this afterburn effect where you're burning fat for up to 30 hours. So let's say you work out at 5 p.m. on Monday and you come and work out at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, you're still burning fat when you walk through the door from your last session. So you're burning fat every hour, every day, every minute, every second that you're here with TKFit. And basically, that's the end, all right? I'm already at the end. You guys got questions?
What differentiates? What's the big differentiator for TK?
Well, like what really differentiates us is most places you're working out an hour, 2 hours, and we get you in and out in 30 minutes. All of our sessions are led with certified personal trainers. It's not regulated here in El Paso. In El Paso, you could be training with someone who's not certified, doesn't know anything, they can injure you, they can make you do too much cardio and you start burning muscle mass, or you could be doing too much strength resistance and you get bulky. I've never had a woman come to me and say, I'm really looking for that bulky, icebox shape, where can you get me that? To be lean and toned. But that's another thing is that we do nutritional counseling. So most trainers out here aren't certified. And there are most people out here, not most, I would say no trainers are nutritionists or certified in that as well. And so when you come here, you get a meal plan, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between, grocery shopping list, cookbook, recipe guide. We give you everything, all the tools to success to get to what your goals are. And then we hold you accountable with body analysis every single week to make sure that your body fat's going down, your lean tone muscle mass is going up, the age of your body. I've seen 16-year-olds come in and they have the 69-year-old body when they come in here, and we change that. So we educate too. You can go to a lot of places and they'll give you a cool workout, they'll high-five you on the way out, maybe slap your butt on the way out the door, make you sweat, take away your breath. Well, they won't spend the time to actually educate you on how your body works, to manipulate your metabolism so you get the most efficient and quickest rapid results. And then also another thing that we do that nobody else does is if you do a year with us, we guarantee your graduation weight for life. Your graduation weight, whatever you weigh on your last day of that year, you're guaranteed that for life. If you weigh 100 pounds, we guarantee that for the rest of your life, the rest of your days on this earth, which are going to be long because we just extended your life. So when you come in, and let's just say you really have to abuse your body to put that weight back on. You just eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 to 10 years after you left us, and you go up to 200 pounds. When you come back in with that certificate, we'll train you for free until you get back down to that 100-pound rep. Go ahead.
I really chose bad sports when I was growing up, so I'm paying for it now. So what do you do with an old guy like me that's all beat up?
You're perfect. You're just what we're looking for. We have 2 clients that are in their 70s. They just did their 600th session. And, well, that was something else that differentiates us, is that I asked them on their 600th session, they completed 600 sessions with us. I said, how many workouts have you ever done that are the same? None. Our workouts are different every single day. You'll never get the same workout, so you can never, ever plateau. But going back to your question, we've had people, and we actually got on in the El Paso Times, we got on every news station because of it. Most gyms would turn people away for the liabilities. We welcome you. We had people that come with us that, we had Jesus who got hit by a semi-truck on I-10. His arm was ripped off. Nobody would take him with one arm, metal hips, rods down his legs. We're able to modify every single exercise, no matter what disability, no matter what injury. I've had people who've lost their feet to diabetes. I've had a woman who got hit by a car and her back was broken, and she said no trainer is certified enough to help me. You did rugby, football,
bull riding.
Bull riding. Oh wow. Yeah. Herniated discs.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what your injury is. Our trainers are certified and educated enough that we can say, okay, we're going to still work these same muscles that everybody else is working and get you a good workout with modifications so you don't injure yourself more or hurt yourself more and get you good results. Go ahead.
You say certified, and I saw that you also have a master's degree. Is it certified by the state or certified by, I didn't get that.
There's several different certifications, okay? Most are national. My certification is international. I went to the Philippines on a mission to start training people because I'm internationally certified. But most are national. There's no state certification, but they're all national certifications.
And as for safety, if something happens there on your premises, are you qualified to provide emergency care for somebody that might have a cardiac arrest?
I'm also a veteran. I served in the Army as a combat medic, so I was fighting, saving lives. First job in the Army is to be a soldier. Second, so people would drop when I started saving lives. And so I still continue to follow the same path. I still feel I'm changing and saving lives every day, just in a different way. But yes, all of our trainers are, the very first thing that we check is that they're CPR certified. And then are they also certified as a personal trainer. And we also have a good internship program. A lot of them come, I'm not CPR certified, I'm not trainer certified. We pay for their certification, we take them through the internship, we train them, we develop them and make them great coaches. Because every trainer that we can help, they're gonna help hundreds, maybe thousands of other people.
A couple of things. First of all, I would strongly suggest that you, in response to my question, you gave about 4 really strong differentiators. Incorporate those in your original presentation because those are really good. Secondly, the question is, do you partner or service specifically athletes outside of bull riders? like teams, organized teams?
Locally here, I've trained the UTEP volleyball team, the UTEP dance team, the cheerleaders. We've trained the El Paso Hockey Rhino team. I'm the only trainer in El Paso who's trained a gold Olympic athlete. Alvin Harrison took the gold in 08. Yes, athletes love us. We take their game to the next level. So I have all kinds of teams that will come to us and say, can you help us get better?
When, not will, when are you opening an Eastside location?
We do have an Eastside location, yeah.
Awesome, I was just at the west side, sorry.
We started in the west, that's where we started, but there was such a great demand all the time. People were like, can you come to the east, please help the east. And we went over there and man, we're doing better on the east side than we're doing on the west side.
Where's your Eastside location?
Rojas, 11450 Rojas, Suite D7.
Do you go by contracts? Is it like year to years or how is that?
We have everything. We have month to month. We have 6 months. We have a year. You know, we work around. We don't really try to go, hey, this is a membership price. We got a member. You know, like most gyms, we go, what are your results? It's gonna. We do a full body inspection on you, body analysis. We check out your visceral fat, BMI, body fat, skeletal muscle. What are your goals? This is where you should be to be healthy. Maybe your goals are to, even go past being just healthy or being super fit or whatnot. Then we tell you it's going to take this amount of time. This is what we recommend. Average person takes about 6 months for a total transformation, like total. Like we get great results in 6 weeks. But like let's just say you want to be perfect. 6 months is about average. And then whatever it takes you to get to that goal, you want to do that amount of time to so the fat number comes back. We want that amount of maintenance so that you're just guaranteed that. That's why we usually do the year guarantee.
How many employees do you have on at TKFit?
Oh, a lot. And it's like with the training industry, it's very, I've had a trainer for a week and then boom, they're already off to another place. They're very fickle. So it goes.
Are they 1099s or?
For the trainers, they're independent contractors, but we have a whole team, all different types. We have W-2s, we have it all. But the trainers are independent contractors.
That was a great presentation. What are your goals for TKFit? What do you want to do?
My goals are just to help as many people in El Paso as possible. Why we do, the small group training. When I started it with one-on-one, I just was, hey, it's you and me, let's do this. And then, hey, he wanted to come in at the same time. Okay, I can train 2 of you. But then I had to come up with a new formula. How can I train up to 60 people at the same time and still give amazing results? And so that's where we're at today, where we can help tons of people. And I just want to help as many people get fit and change as many lives and save as many lives as possible. So my goal, that's my main goal, is how many people can I help? I mean, our 6-week challenge, we advertise it as a free 6-week challenge. We have people put a small deposit so they have some skin in the game. And we give them their goal, and if they meet their goal, we give it back to them. So really, for a month and a half, I train people for free. And I prove myself and my services with their results, and I hope that they love it so much, and they get addicted so much that they want to stay as a member afterwards. But if not, I have thousands of before and after photos, and I get the before and after photo, and it will inspire somebody else. They're actually inspiring other people. It's like, oh my gosh, I look like that before, I want to look like they're after, and then they come in, and they'll stay. So that's kind of how we work and operate.
I recently saw, it was last week, a briefing from the Gold Gym owner, and they offered plans for businesses and their employees. Do you guys do that?
I would. You know, if a company came to me and said, hey, I've got this amount of employees, I want to do this or that, and we have done things like that. I don't have anything set in stone, but of course I would love to do that.
What are your hours?
So 30-minute sessions on the west side. We have 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., and then 5, 6, and 7 in the evening. On the east side, we have 5 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and then 5, 6, and 7 in the evening. And we're open 6 days a week. We're closed on Sunday.
Is there a drop-in rate?
There is. There's drop-in rate. Of course, it's more expensive to do drop-ins than to set up with a plan or whatnot. But if you just wanted to come in for a session, it's $25 for a drop-in, which is the average trainer in El Paso charges $25 to $35 for a session. So that's a good deal. And we actually won in 2017. I won Best Trainer in El Paso. And El Paso, what's up? Best of the best. And we won the best gym as well in 2017. And so, really, I think the success is that I was always a go-getter. I was always told, be a go-getter. All of you guys are entrepreneurs, you're like, go be a go-getter, go, right? I challenge you guys to switch that from being a go-getter to being a go-giver. We do charities all the time to help, local here in El Paso, even national sometimes, but we, by giving and coming with a giving hand to give to people, it's just, we've gotten so much more back.
And those charities need to come present here, by the way. We take charities, absolutely. We've had charities present.
Oh, okay.
So you can introduce us.
Definitely.
Who do you work with?
Definitely.
I'd just like to offer a testimony myself for you. Through our real estate company, we had a 6-week challenge through Kai, and I test everything he has to say. You get a different workout every day. It started me eating on the right, path, and I do that today. And everything he says, I agree with.
Thank you for that testimony.
One more? I think we have time for one more question.
Well, actually, it's also a testimony. I struggled with my weight all my life. I decided because of being an entrepreneur, working late hours, I got to meet Kai and I tried it. And I'm not at my weight, I'm on my goal, but my blood pressure went down, my glucose levels went down, my energy levels went crazy up. I made new friends. It's just, everything you said is true.
Thank you for that. I will say, guys, you as being entrepreneurs and owning your own business or getting ready to own your own business, as a business owner, if the business is doing good, if your business is doing good, don't you just feel good? You're like, oh man, I'm feeling really good. And when the business is not doing good, you kind of feel like, oh, I don't feel so good, this sucks, right? And so, because you become your business. So that being said, it goes around the other way too. If you feel better, if you're fit, if you take care of your health, your business is going to do better too. So a lot of business owners I know are like, I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to eat healthy, I don't have time to do this. But if you put a little investment in yourself and you're feeling better, like let's just say you're going to go and you have a big meeting with someone and you're walking in with a smile and energy, you're probably going to do better in that meeting. You're probably going to be better in that deal. You're going to do better in your business if you are 100%. If you're not 100%, you can't give 100% to your clients. You can't give 100% to your customers. So you've got to take care of yourself first, and everything else just falls and fits into place when you're fit.
Awesome. And last question, what can we as a community do to help TKFit?
Spread the word. Like us on Facebook, TKFit. There's no spaces, it's just TK. Like I said, I'm not good at technology. I forgot to hit the space bar, so it's TKFit altogether. Like us. We have over 7,000 likes. We have 2,500 5-star reviews. We have more 5-star reviews than any other gym in town, and that's just because we do what we say. We actually, go in there and we actually care about you. We want to make sure whatever your results or your goals are, that you hit them. Your success is our success. Please spread the word, guys.
Awesome. And we need a picture here.
Okay.
Talk about his own personal videographer here, Michelle, one of our organizers. Oh, I forgot to take off my glasses too. Makes me look smarter though, right? All right, we're almost done. Oh, see, the old photographer. We're going to give away a quick mug here, and then we'll be just about finished. Raj North Productions. Raj, where are you?
I got a mug
for presenting. That's right, he's an alum presenter. Okay, everybody, again, thank you for coming by. Real quick announcement. Now that this is our second year, I should have said this at the beginning, I forgot. This is our second year. We're just starting our second year of 1 Million Cups El Paso. So if you, as an alum presenter or as an attendee, have any kind of a success story, please let me know, or one of our organizers, but I'm collecting them. I've been hearing, I got a new client, made a great connection. We're very liberal here with our definition of success, so any kind of a success story, please let me know. We want to know that, and we'll be gathering it. Please do sign up on your way out. If you did not sign up on your way in, it's very important. We have to let the Kaufman Foundation, our local supporters, the city, know that we're having an impact. And please sign up to present if you haven't done so. I see some presenters, future presenters out there. Come back and see us, bring a friend, and again, have other people sign up to present. Thank you, we'll see you next week.